just enough for this batch?
I don't think. Maybe I have to grab more. Hopefully, it might be enough.
Yeah, I noticed you've been doing some really big balls of corn syrup recently.
Yeah. Get them in there.
Is that your new thing? See how big you can get the big balls of corn syrup?
Just how large, yeah. This one's really hard because at the bottom, so I'm like scraping before I can really get my hands up.
Yeah, like sticks to your hands a little bit more too, right?
Yeah. It's just like, I think also the more you do it, there's a little bit more water that gets mixed into the corn syrup, so it gets stickier over time.
Oh,
the bottom of it is just like, it's very watery almost. But
it's interesting that like having more water in the corn syrup makes it stickier, but you put cold water in your hands to make it not stick to your hands.
Not stick to my hands. Yeah, it's like it's when it gets mixed into it.
Oh right.
I think.
Yeah, it's different than like it's just being on
it's just
your
a
hands.
coating. Yeah, like that cold water coating does a pretty good job of like almost making a layer that separates it from it. But once it get mixed in, it's over for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know people have asked why we don't just tip the bucket, but it would go so slow.
It's like molasses.
Even slower.
It's slower than molasses. Yeah, it's like watching paint dry. It would be brutal. We're only here for 8 hours. So we'd be sitting there.
It'd take at least 9 to get them in.
Literally.
Hey, we could do it overnight.
Yep, overnight. Efficient. Just set the bucket up. Oh my gosh.
I hope this is like the exact amount you need.
Oh, it's so not. I'm gonna scrape it one more time, and I'm just getting a new bucket, and I'll get it in one.
One more good scrape.
Oh, it's just a pain. Yeah, new bucket.
And you said you're thinking this is gonna be a good corn syrup bucket?
I'm hoping. They've all been good lately. There was like that time there where it was like every other one was so bad. We had to send just a couple back. We didn't even end up using them. We just put the top back on them. We're like, it's not even worth it.
Yeah. Like, we want to run back.
Just send us another bucket, please. It's how they cook it, Steve said. Like, it's cooked different by different people sometimes, and that ends up like making it runnier. I don't know how that works, but it certainly affects it. Alright. This will be much more enjoyable.
Oh yeah, it's just satisfying to look at. It's a big blob.
Hey.
You got it? Yeah. Got it in one.
And just a little bit of sugar.
How much corn syrup and sugar for this batch?
36-pound batch, so it's 12 corn syrup, 24 sugar. So it's basically a full bag of this. Just under.
Yeah, it's a 25-pound bag. So just one bag of sugar.
I knew it wasn't going to be enough.
That's a lot of sugar.
It is a lot of sugar.
This doesn't seem that healthy.
Oh, it's definitely not healthy, but it's yummy. There you go.
And I try to keep steady as best I can while walking backwards.
Oh. It's a good skill you have. You've honed it though. It's like that's camera one.
I try.
It's got to be a moving tripod.
About 2 quarts in there?
A little bit more.
A little bit more? 2 quarts plus a splash?
Yeah.
Roughly?
It's just kind of hard to get it all the way up to the line without spilling it, so.
Okay. Oh, you mean the line on that?
Yeah,
thing?
filling this all the way up and then having to move it over.
I was like, wait, there's a line on here. I've never noticed.
That would be nice. If
Are you right?
There's a lot of things that would make this job a little bit easier. It's also a lot of just the fun of it being like, yeah, it's about 2 quarts. It's like the other day I was doing the coconut creams. Steve was like, in the notebook it just says 4 scoops of coconut. I'm like, what is 4 scoops? And Steve was like, there's just like, it's just enough coconut in it, you know? Like, it's about 4 scoops. I'm like, okay. Why did I should have just assumed that.
4 coop scoops or 4 Steve scoops?
I have an idea.
Yeah?
What if you weighed it?
We could weigh it next time.
Would that work? Do we have the technology?
Well, Dad was like, no, that won't work.
That won't work, but yeah, well, that's,
I know, I understand the physics of it.
I know how the physics works on the ribbon cake.
Oh, okay, if you're gonna pull the physics card.
It's just...
We could make a chart.
a flow chart,
Of how to
a line
wait
graph.
coconut,
We'll
yeah.
make a presentation. We'll present a PowerPoint to him, and maybe
Yeah.
we'll let him
I think
stew over it.
We should totes do it.
We'll let him shoot it down, and then he can come around to it.
Yeah, and then he
Right.
can come back a couple of days and be like, I had an idea.
I dreamt it.
I had a dream.
Let's do it.
Do you have a favorite sound in here?
Do I have a favorite sound in here? I like the crunch.
Yeah.
I do enjoy
Oh, like
the
when you do it over here?
Yeah.
It sounds kind of like you're stepping on snow. Like
Yeah.
really, really cold snow.
very cold snow.
Yeah, like the colder the snow is, the squeakier it is.
That's such a good point. It's like 100% true.
Like if it's kind of cold out, it sounds different than when, like you can hear snow and be like, oh, that's really cold.
Yeah, that sounds painful right there. Oh, I'm just so happy snow's like finally getting done with.
No.
It's finally nice out. It's supposed to be 70 degrees today,
Wow.
and I'm living for it.
I have to break my bike out.
Ooh, it's a perfect day for it. Scott was like, get outside and walk. I'm like, I will definitely get a walk in for you, Scott. It's important.
So satisfyingly smooth on top.
Yeah, it's nice. Trust the process. Honestly, it makes such a nicer tray if you can get it to be smooth on top.
Mm-hmm.
Just gives it like an even surface. I've never pressed these trays before, so
All the crosses.
we'll see how this goes. I want to make sure it's lined up right.
Yeah, we only make these once a year.
Yeah, I was looking through the book on like the last time we made them, and it was not in 2020. So
It was like slightly before you came to work here, right?
yeah, I think so. Okay, those look good. Little crosses. I heard that these are a bit of a pain.
As far as the shape.
And yeah, in terms of the shape and pulling them out of this mold, I guess, too. You have to do it like one by one because I guess they break if you just try and dump them into that bucket like we do the other creams. So Steve's like, you gotta take them out like one by one and brush them off individually. So it's a good thing we only have to make like 240 of them.
Yeah. Only 240.
it's
compared to
not
other
that much
things.
compared to what
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Is this a full batch you're doing?
So I'm making a full batch of creams, but I only need to make 240 of the crosses. So the rest of the batch is gonna go into chocolate drops.
Okay.
So it's a fair amount, but I don't actually know how much is gonna be left over from the batch that's gonna actually go into chocolate drops. I'm also doing a full batch of those too, so either way, that'll work itself out. Tap, tap, tap. I also like that noise. The like cornstarch falling down to the bottom.
Yeah, these are all just very nice noises. Well, I think you said your girlfriend hates these noises, right?
She absolutely hates them. She like cringes.
Is just anything having to do with starch?
Yeah, I think so. It's this whole room.
She's just discriminatory towards starch.
Gives her-
Discriminatory.
Yeah, it gives her goosebumps. She's like, oh, I hate it. I didn't even like, it was kind of funny. I didn't realize it was controversial. I just came in here. I was like, yeah, it's whatever. Make me work with cornstarch at my job. And then Val was like, oh my God, I could not do your job. I'm like, what? Okay. Didn't know it was a problem, but. Oh. Whew, gotta make 6 more. It gets up to 238.7 there, but I think realistically when you stop it, temperature keeps going up and it gets up to 240. So
That's
like,
why it's very specifically 238.7.
yep.
Uh-oh, 238.8.
Nope, we
Oh,
messed
throw
up.
it all out.
It's gonna
Start over.
go now. Well,
We tried.
Try my best. Get them next time. I've adapted to just putting a towel on this side because it gets very brutal.
Oh, because it gets really, really hot even still.
Yeah, our wrap needs to get redone, and the corners are right where it's going bad, and that's like right where you have to grab
That's a
it.
good idea.
And so canvas gloves are good, but they're not that good when you have to hold like 300-degree metal.
So yeah, so it's you usually have canvas gloves, and then there's like a little.
There's like a rope,
wrapped around
yeah,
it,
that wraps around it, and that does enough when it is fully like wrapped around it, but it's gotten old and it gets like kind of just like cooked and dried out as it sits over the fire like continuously, so it's not permanent and we need to rewrap them. But for now, a towel does just fine.
Use some very hot, sweet water.
Hot sweet water.
Hot, sweet water. Get your hot, sweet water here.
Candy and your hot sweet water.
Get your liquid candy. I guess that's all that soda is, right? Carbonated liquid candy.
Yeah. This is just really hot soda.
I just gotta carbonate it.
Yep. Carbonate it. Put some
Nothing like hot soda, right? It's like hot, flat soda.
Nothing better than that Coke that's been sitting in your car for a couple of days.
Cooking in the sun.
But you're so thirsty, you just have to. You're like, man, I'm gonna suck it up right now, and it's gonna be awful, but thirst prevails.
You like slurping too?
I do.
Kind of satisfying.
It is. It's like, it's a little scary, and
Yeah.
when you first like do it, it's a very awkward like movement with your hands, and also trying to not get burned and all that stuff. But at this point, like, I feel like it's nice because I'm a perfectionist and I can scrape all of it out, and it feels good. Good completionist kind of thing. 156, 155. We love to see
You're
it.
looking for like 155-ish?
Yes. There's the other. I'm looking for that. That's how it goes.
So this is what?
Invertase.
And what does it invert?
It does invert. So I actually just found this out. Steve says that it keeps the cream's texture for a longer period of time.
It keeps them what?
It keeps the cream's like texture for a longer period of time.
To keep them creamy?
Yeah.
So drying out?
Terry also said that has something to do with the sugar crystals, and they'll like reestablish themselves if they sit there for too long, and this like prevents that.
Oh, okay.
Keeps our products good for longer.
Yeah, not that we can usually keep it on the shelf for very long.
But
if people at home have enough self-control.
that is true. It will be good in your shelf for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, so let's go.
Do you have anything to add to that, Mama?
Yeah, the invertase that helps make it creamier. After the creams are made, if you let them sit for a month or so, they get creamier.
Wow.
Do I know why?
It just does.
Yeah.
You don't know why the creams get creamier over time, do you?
Why they get creamier? Yeah, I don't know the chemistry of it, but
Yeah, Greg might know.
it just does. I don't know. Yeah, even though the creams that we make are creamy to begin with, but as time goes on, they do get creamier.
Yeah. Do you know? I think someone even asked one time what time would be like the peak creaminess to eat one, like a month or something.
6 months, but no candy.
6 months?
We've never had candy sit.
Yeah.
We've
If people want to
There's
conduct
no way
their
it's
own
been here that
experiments.
I mean, I
Aged
kept
creams.
the box one time back at the old place just to see,
Yeah.
because and I don't know, it didn't seem too much different, but
So it's like maybe 1 to 5% more creamy.
yeah, it just holds it longer so that the creams don't dry out.
Yeah.
Over time. But like our creams, I mean, say our creams are maybe a couple weeks old, and then someone buys them, and then they have them in their house for like a month. They don't eat it all at once. It's still going to be good, even 2 months, 10 months even.
Yeah. If someone can keep them that long.
Yeah,
without
if you
eating
can keep them that long.
without them magically disappearing. Without anybody in the house eating them.
Yeah.
And you said recently that you kept candy canes around before just to see how,
Yeah,
like, what would happen.
Candy
to them.
canes and ribbon candy. I kept the bags in the house, and after almost a year, they finally started breaking back down to liquid.
That's interesting.
And there's no preservatives or anything in it,
Yeah.
so it'll last a long time.
Yeah, it's just sugar, so it's healthy.
Yeah.
It's healthy
So
candy
it's
canes.
healthy, yeah.
A lot of sounds going on here.
Yeah,
today.
for real. It's busy.
It's a very soundy day.
It's a very soundy day. I'm gonna fit all this in here. Another full batch.
So is this like a good texture, not like too rock hard or?
Yeah, no, this is nice. And it's sat for a little bit too, which is always like, I feel like when it sits is really when it can get like very hard. I think any way you do it, if you try and pull it out like immediately after it stops, it's still gonna be pretty soft. But having it sit for, I don't know, it's maybe been a couple of hours.
Really? I thought it was like half an hour.
It might have been half an hour. I don't even know. Time's an illusion.
Yeah.
Just tells me when to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, I just remember there was, I think, 1 week when we accidentally made a rock for the cream, and then the next week Brian accidentally made it like liquid.
Yep. That has to do with the amount of water you put in, which for the longest time, Steve, it's one of the beautiful things, like the 4 scoops kind of thing. Like it is. Steve likes it as an eyeball. Like he's like, just fill the bottom of this with water and then it's good. But then I had it go really hard on me because I didn't put enough in, and then Brian had to go very soft on him because he put too much in. So I think we ended up kind of measuring it out, and it's like a cup and like 2 ounces or something like that.
A cup and 2 ounces?
Yep. So very specific. Not more, not less.
So you guys, it just reminds me of the story of Goldilocks and the bears. This cream is too hard. This cream is too soft. This cream is just right.
1 cup and 2 ounces. It's so funny. Very specific.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's results. It's the results that speak for it.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite part. I love scraping that off.
Scraping the sides.
Can we get some of that over here?
Yeah, I'll give you a good one.
Where are you gonna do it?
I'll go like this way.
I've done that before. It is satisfying.
Like ribbons itself too. Kind of curls over. Very fun. Got to get it all out. Clean it up. Because honestly, the more I can get out here, the less I have to like clean out of it later. So
yeah,
it's in my best interest to do a good job here.
Right. Yeah, you definitely seem to have
An affinity for all the satisfying jobs here.
There's plenty of them. I get very fulfilled.
I mean, everyone loves satisfying jobs, but I feel like you love them on another level.
I do. It's very special.
You know, some of these jobs have a special place in Coop's heart.
Oh, very much so.
for the double boiler.
Yep. A little bit extra.
You gotta be very precise with how much water you put in this.
Very, very, very precise. It really matters a lot.
It really messes up the recipe.
Honestly, though, the one thing that does matter with this that I found out the other day is that you do need to put water in this, because you can't just have this sitting on top of the pilot light.
Yeah.
Or else that's enough heat, and like before Steve did that, and it like concaved the bowl and made this like
see it?
Really?
huge pop.
Well, if you put your hand in, you can feel it's concave.
Yeah.
It popped, and then some of the coating on it popped out.
Water is important. Not necessarily the amount of water you put in, but you do need
Just
to
having
have
it in
water.
there.
Yeah.
And then having too much would probably not be good too, because then it would like kind of boil
too
over
much
a
is
little.
like it would splash out at you. And
Right.
That's definitely not good.
You don't want hot stuff splashing out at you.
No, that's like the opposite of what you want to happen at this job, because it's an easy possibility of
I think it's the opposite of what you want in most jobs.
every. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna get this going and then just put it on low, because that's a lot of cream and I'm not starting it anytime soon if it doesn't get a little warm first. So 6 shots.
6. Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it was 5, but then we made it 6 because
Just a little strong there.
yeah, with like especially it's chocolate drops that we do this with the majority of times, but I guess we do milk crosses, which is kind of cool. So it's like a milk chocolate drop in a way. Dark chocolate's really powerful, so it overpowers a lot of it.
Yeah, I know with the chocolate drops we only do them in dark, not milk.
5, And I heard it's like, because I guess they didn't really do too well, so why we're not gonna make it if they're not gonna like do so well in terms of sales. But people,
Oh, the crosses?
well, like chocolate drops in milk for some reason.
Sure, yeah.
People don't. It is sweet. It's like it is a little overpowering, but
Yeah.
I think at the same time it's kind of fun because we only do the crosses once a year, so you get that once a year real sweet treat of like a vanilla cream inside of a like, milk chocolate outside.
Yeah. This swirling part always looks so cool. It never gets old.
Yeah, I enjoy this
It's
too.
like very marble.
I kind of wish you could keep it,
Yeah.
but this is like flavoring, so only half
Yeah.
of the cream tastes like vanilla at this point. And a lot of it's just oil.
And like,
sitting on
have you ever
top,
tried
so-
just straight up vanilla? Like,
It's
strong.
yeah.
It's not a good strong.
No, like an alcohol straw.
Yes,
almost.
exactly. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure a lot of vanilla
Straight.
does have alcohol. I don't know if it's like how it's processed or what.
That's interesting. I know that, but it burns. Like it
Yeah.
burns going down. 100%. But it's yummy. You gotta mix it in with stuff, and then it's like amazing.
Have you ever accidentally had just a tiny bit of like garlic juice?
I mean, I love garlic, so I don't know if I've ever.
Don't lick a knife after you cut garlic.
Oh,
though,
okay,
or,
then.
and it
Nah,
just
I
it hurts.
It hurts.
I can't say I've done that, so I guess I've saved myself unknowingly, but
Don't do it.
I don't know.
I made a V8 juice before, and like at the end you'll just juice like 1 or 2 cloves of garlic. And then I'm so used to like with like the spout, I would just go like this and like lick, maybe it was like apple juice or something. I did it once with garlic or even ginger. It just hurts. Don't do it.
Oh, bad choice. Bad choice. I regret this.
Yeah.
Good to know.
It's just a PSA for everyone out there.
Yeah, for real. That's like it's a very helpful little tidbit. Ooh, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Came out of
the
nowhere.
last bit.
I was hiding on.
It's a cream.
That's a creamy cream right there.
Cream colored cream.
Oh yeah.
We gotta maybe if we can get some. If we can get the band Cream to be able to play in our songs without copyright.
That would be pretty nice.
Pretty. Yeah.
Don't come at us for those. Trying to get this. Bag too. She looks good too.
Pull that soon too.
Pop out and actually stop that. 'Cause that looks great.
Yeah. You can tell this by looking at it.
Yep. The way that's going over the edge right there,
Oh, okay.
good sign. And then you're looking for the run to see if it fills in too much right there, and that's really not running at all. That's beautiful. It goes.
Good timing.
Yeah, sometimes it works out well.
Hmm.
And then, alright, crosses. Gotta get these going. Line. Steve says to start at the base and fill that in and then like work out.
No, you're natural.
Yeah, not bad.
It's like you've done this before for different shapes.
Pretty much. It's a lot like molds, I would say, just with chocolate, but
Oh yeah, that'd be good practice too.
different consistency, I would say, with the cream.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit thicker. These will be fun. It's kind of cool. I like the little like once a year stuff that we do.
Yeah. Changes things up.
Definitely keeps it interesting.
Yeah, once you just go back to dropping the creams later on today with the vanilla drops,
Yeah,
the chocolate drops,
chocolate
it's gonna
drops.
be so easy.
It's gonna be very easy, and those are like the definition of the easiest like creams we do because they just get thrown into a bag. So
Mhm.
the sizing of them, you could be like all different sizes realistically if they like. For me, I don't want them to be all different sizes.
Right.
I'd be
The
happy if
perfectionist
they're
in
all
you.
the same
Yeah.
size, but they can all be different sizes, and then
Yeah.
it all just weighs out to whatever the bag is at the end. So
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause you're not trying to just squish it all into a box.
no, or trying to make it fit into the cups and stuff. Like, there's a lot of little things that you got to do for the creams to make it work out as a whole in the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I always want to say vanilla drops, not chocolate drops.
I mean, it is a vanilla cream.
Yeah.
It's not like we're
The-
dropping any chocolate.
Yeah.
Just enrobing it in chocolate.
What the heck? Whoever named it that.
Not a right. But yet we still follow it, so who knows?
Yeah, I think that was just like the term that it was like back in the day. They just kept the same name. Because I think my dad said they're like a very, very old candy.
Yeah, that's classic.
Yeah.
That's one of the better ones of the older candies that I've had here.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the hard candies and stuff, that's for like some of the older, like traditional stuff. It's not my favorite. I'm not a huge fan of licorice or
Yeah, the anise flavor.
clove. Clove is a bit weird.
We used to do Irish cream flavored hard candy, but they didn't really sell that much. And Kahlua too.
Yeah, the like alcohol flavors.
Yeah, I remember like trying them when I was a kid, and I was like, "Oh, these are terrible. Who wants these?"
Who would want this? Ew. Now you're like, ooh, it's not that bad. Ooh. That's a little warm. Who would have thought? Having it sitting there.
Oh, do you usually not have it sitting in there?
It normally sits in there, but I guess I'm just a weenie right now. It's also just,
Oh, did you leave it on?
maybe.
That was why? Yeah, you're not being a weenie, you're just being forgetful.
Just forgetful. A forgetful weenie. It's alright. If anything, it'll drop nicer now. I've got a nice up to 10. Stir it though. These are fun. High stakes cream.
The stakes have never been higher.
The sweat is real.
For Coop's cream crosses.
Oh gosh, that's fun. I love reaching in there.
Steaks are also pretty high when you stack them too.
Yeah.
Don't want to miss the stack.
No, that would be sad. All my hard work squished very quickly. It's moving fast now. I gotta move fast.
Oh, because it's a little bit thinner from
Yeah,
leaving that on.
got warm.
Yeah, it's funny how like just forgetting something or just doing something slightly different really does kind of change your experience as far as making the candy.
Big time. It's all temperature-wise things here, so mess with the temperature a little bit, you get a different result.
But it's nice though, like if you do make a small mistake like that, they'll still come out the same.
Yeah, they're totally fine.
Yeah, like candy is relatively forgiving.
It is definitely forgiving, just not if you like drop it on yourself.
Yeah, that's not forgiving.
That's not forgiving. But temperatures and like just having like a control of it, you kind of get to know what you can and can't get away with. Try and save the cream by not making tails. Probably makes me all of one extra cross, but I'll take it.
This is one of those things too where it's best to just shut off your brain and work.
Yeah, it's like, it's very hard to actually really think too much about what I'm doing here. It's definitely just like, look at what my hands are doing and try and react in time.
Yeah. Just like let your hands do the thinking.
100%. They do a lot better than my brain does at this.
When was the last time you did this? About a year ago?
A year ago.
Wow. Does that happen like once a year, every year? It's funny how that works.
These have to be taken out one at a time because of their shape, and they will break if I tip them in, throw them in here like I do assorted chocolates or chocolate drops.
Have you found that out the hard way before?
Yeah, I tried to dump them and stuff, and then they broke, and it's like, okay, I can't do
That was
that.
all my hard work.
Yep, just wrecked everything.
Were you like my age when you figured it out?
Yeah, I was in my 20s because I was trying to hurry up, but you can't.
yeah.
You can't hurry.
Yeah, some things.
You just can't hurry, so.
Yeah, if you start hurrying, then you got to start spending more time, then you got to redo them.
Yep.
I think Socrates said that.
Oh, smart man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so you don't even want to stack them, huh?
No, because they're creamy. If you push that tiny bit of hardness on the outside,
Oh yeah, because like people always wonder if they're soft or if they're hard because they hear the sort of hard sound that the creams make when they, especially when they hit that when you pour them out.
It's just the outside is a little bit just hard enough so you can handle them, and they're nice and creamy still under that.
But it's not like a thin candy shell like M&Ms or something.
Yeah, no.
Surprised you didn't know that.
Just hard enough to handle. That's all.
Yeah. My dad's point of view. This is what it's like to be a candy maker, huh?
Yeah. I better not shake them up too much, but
yeah.
Okay, now I gotta go through them like this.
You do them all just one at a time, brushing them?
Yep, one at a time.
Yeah, this is definitely more time consuming doing this than just dumping them all out and brushing them all
Yep,
at once.
because of the shape and all the corners and.
And I know some people do ask if you can taste the cornstarch even when you chocolate cover them.
No. I mean, everything. Most people don't realize it, but everything, creams, jelly beans, all that's all made in cornstarch.
Yeah.
You don't teach cornstarch and jelly beans or anything.
It's not a strong flavor.
No. Even if there was some, it's weak.
Yeah. Yeah, we get pretty much everything off of it anyway.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty clean.
You got Steve the machine on the job. Of course, you got it clean.
So a lot of work goes into making these. So I hope they understand.
Yeah. Yeah, these crosses especially.
Yep. I was trying to ask Terry if we really need to make these because I was hoping to avoid them because there's so much care has to take in making them. But she said no, people look forward to them, especially our walk-in people.
Oh yeah, it's like popular in like in-store.
Yeah. Yep. So we're making them. Milk and dark. But I don't know if we ship these or not. You have to ask your mom if we do these. I'm not sure.
So what is this?
These are the belts that move.
And you take them off at night?
Take them off at night, and hopefully they'll last longer. And okay, we're ready. And turn
So
this.
just to try to make, I was gonna say, it's just to try to make sure they don't stay stretched out all day.
Well, yeah, just so that overnight, then hopefully they'll last me longer if I take them off instead of leaving them on. I don't know if it really will or not, but I'm trying it.
Okay.
And there's the fan and the vibrator.
Okay, yeah, I can hear that coming on. Can you only do one at a time?
I'm doing a test right now. Let's see how they do. If I got the blower in the right position and a vibrator, a shaker in the right position. So we'll try it out first.
So that changes the bottom?
Right here gives it more of a puddle to go through.
Oh, okay. This is like the analog enrober.
Yeah, this is a good little enrober.
Yeah.
And make sure everything's covered and
It looks good.
looks like it's going to work. Okay, now I put one of these on each one. Well, it's hard to do with these gloves on. that's it. So I guess I got it on okay. I got to make sure the bottoms are okay, which they probably are.
Yeah.
So I got to wait till they dry a little bit.
There you are.
Here's the big reveal. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if the bottoms are good. Oh, nice.
That's great.
Nice bottoms. That's good. Yep, that's great.
Good work, Dad.
Oh,
I guess we'll keep you around after all.
thanks. All right, now we can run them through.
Yeah. So these, just because this is a kind of narrow belt and you can only do one at a time.
Yeah, that's all you can do, really. I mean,
Yeah, so even on the enrober, it takes longer.
If I do this, go to the edges, then it'll be touching,
Oh, yeah.
and it's too much. I'll have to mess with them too much.
Yeah. Yeah, so like not only does it take longer in the starch room, it takes longer in here too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, these are, I see what you mean when you're like, do we have to do this here, Terry?
Yeah. Do we have to make them?
Don't make me do stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I've noticed too, like with Cooper, it took them longer definitely to drop the creams too, just because it's a different shape than
Yeah,
the eggs.
they do. Yeah, there's a certain way you have to do it. You have to fill the bottoms up here, and then go back in here.
Yeah.
It's a.
'Cause then I saw him doing the chocolate drops after, and he was going so fast compared to this.
Yep.
It's funny. So do you not want to do like a continuous thing with this because you have to do the decorations?
Yeah, I got to do the decorations. It takes time getting the flowers off.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you took too long, then it wouldn't stick properly then, right?
Oh, well, yeah, it would take too long, and then they'd be all over the place up here. I wouldn't be able to. I'd be like Lucy.
Yeah.
And
I remember sometimes when Joe was in here, sometimes you'd hear the peel drop on the floor.
Yep.
And then like, and you're in the other room, and you just hear the peel drop, and then him just yell, "Nothing!
nothing.
Nothing!"
Okay. These are stuck right on there, so try to get them. It'd be too hard to do this fast.
Yeah.
At least I can't. Maybe somebody else can, but.
Have you guys done different colors before too? Like
Oh yeah, we have different colors.
Yeah.
But this is the top layer that was there, so I'm using it. I thought it looked nice, yellow on top of the dark chocolate.
Oh yeah. That contrasts well.
There's pink ones, and there's yellow ones.
And those made of sugar?
Yeah, these are just sugar flowers.
Oh boy.
That's all.
So if you need sugar with your sugar,
Yeah,
then you
sugar.
should get these crosses.
Yeah.
There's sugar on top of the chocolate, and inside of that is corn syrup and sugar.
Yeah.
And some vanilla.
That's what candy's made of.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I can't.
No.
I can't do that.
Oh, jeez, you really did it this time.
I'll have to
Just
go sideways till they dry.
Yeah.
And then next time I'll just do one less.
So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 5, I guess.
Only
the next
5,
one, huh?
yep.
A little too ambitious, huh?
Yeah. She's trying to rush things, huh? 1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
4, 5. That's all I can do.
I saw it. It tried to jump out of your hand.
Yep, trying to escape.
Oh, don't cover me.
Looks good.
Yeah. Probably tastes even better.
Okay, puddle a little
Is
bigger.
the puddle not big enough?
Yeah, I can hardly see it.
Oh, yeah.
I used to do all these by hand.
Yeah.
These are hard to do because of their shape,
Yeah.
but you learn to figure it out.
How long did it used to take you to do them by hand? All day?
Well, I didn't really make a lot of them,
Yeah.
so just an afternoon maybe or something.
Dad is very good at describing how things taste, picking his favorite things, and
Yeah.
describing how long things take. Those are my dad's fortes. It takes about an afternoon. My favorite team, I don't really care who wins, as long as I see a good game.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to the Super Bowl. Well, no, I feel like by the time the Super Bowl comes around, you usually have a team.
I have a team I want to win.
Yeah. And then I definitely inherited it's good from you. I think mom kind of does that too, though.
All right, they look great. Nice coating on there too.
Yeah. It even fits, huh?
Nice.
Look at that. I love seeing them just getting covered. It looks so cool. And I know a lot of people want to volunteer to go through it.
Yeah.
They think it would be fun, but putting it in your mouth is a lot better than getting covered in it. I love seeing the chocolate get blown off too. That always looks cool. I know people love the crinkling sounds of the enrober too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the crinkling paper.
Yeah, you gotta hurry up before they dry. That's it. Okay. They look great.
Yeah. All right, keep up the good work, Dad.
I try hard and eat right.
Yeah, we're all proud of you, all right? Keep it up. If you didn't know, these are the exact same flavor as the cream crosses, but we only made so many of the cream crosses, but we have a lot of these, so we're going to be taste testing these instead. Tastes exactly the same, just different shapes.
This is lunchtime.
Hope you guys are hungry.
This is all you give us.
This is. That's enough.
Oh,
That's
wow.
That's all we had when we were growing up, and we were grateful.
Yeah.
Grateful.
Wow.
All right, so we got 4 taste testers today. You guys want to grab your piece?
Okay.
Oh, you took the small.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we all have to wait? Do it at the same time?
Yep. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was quick. I'm not ready for that. All right.
Toast.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, go.
Seinfeld.
You guys all did one bite? Okay.
Good.
lots of good describing words. A very descriptive
Very
people.
creamy. Very smooth.
I'm trying to think.
We
I
only
think
make
it
these.
tastes like ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does taste like the ice cream bars, like
Like a Delft bar.
yeah, like
Yeah.
the ones you bite into. Those are really good.
Mm.
I would say I would definitely say ice cream too.
It's nice because really sweet filling with like the dark chocolate.
Well, ice cream. Maybe you could freeze these.
Yeah.
Could you?
That'd be cool, huh?
I like my
Honestly,
chocolate
yeah.
frozen.
Really?
I put all of my chocolate bars
Everybody
in the
at
freezer.
home, freeze them and see what happens.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. I bet you that
Or we
actually
could
would be
do it.
really good.
I would like this.
You want to do another taste test in like an hour?
Yeah, it's
Frozen ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then it would have like a crunch, you know, like
Yeah,
a
we'll
snap.
freeze them.
Yeah.
We'll put some in the freezer and then we'll
That
try
sounds
later.
great.
Okay, it's a deal.
Yes.
All right.
I don't know how well these are gonna cut, but
Freehand.
You see him start shaking.
oh man! All right, someone's gonna get a big piece there because that did not quite go down the middle. Kind of gotta go for
better, a little bit better down the middle.
Yeah, I gotta
So is
kind of
this
gotta
one-
like seesaw.
Is it a little bit hard?
It's definitely hard. Yeah, it's nice though.
All right, so I'll have you guys try it then.
They're
You
cold.
guys gonna cheers this one?
Very cold right now.
You should have
I'm
had
ready.
sticks in these.
Yeah. Oh, so it's like a lollipop
Pops.
or popsicle.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
They're good that way.
Different.
Do you guys like it cold?
Tastes like ice cream.
Is it better
It
cold?
does taste like ice cream
Is it
cold.
better cold or is it better warm?
Both ways good.
Typical
like
dad
better
answer.
cold.
You like better cold?
Better cold.
Allie, you like better cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Coop?
Cold.
Cold. Wow.
I like it better
Good.
cold.
So everyone said just put your vanilla or your chocolate drops in the freezer and the crosses too because they taste exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same.
True. No,
It's like
it
a-
makes it like chewier.
Mm.
Like it was like that cold, like
Yeah.
kind of almost like cold ice cream that you can like bite into.
And it won't cross-contaminate. Cross.
Oh my god.
Me a little bit.
And it probably
What
also
is he
won't
talking
melt on your
about?
fingers as you're eating it too. So lots of different benefits. It won't cross contaminate. It won't melt.
Yeah, that's.
You got any other dad jokes about that, Dad?
That's all.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
All right.
So one a day kind of thing.
All right, Karen. How are we gonna do this?
We're going to do cream crosses in milk and in dark.
Wow.
So, take a 7-Eleven bag. Oh, gotta have the seam in the back. Like that. Dark chocolate.
What else do you guys use 7-Eleven bags for?
Oh, lots.
Lots of stuff. It's like a pretty universal bag.
Yeah.
Or everyone shopping for candy bags at home.
Yes.
It's good to know.
Then this is the iron. And I have to seal it. But you don't get too close or you'll melt it. This one. And then I take the scissors. Cut that off. Make it look pretty. Just like that.
You just gotta get the Best Buy stickers and all that stuff.
Yes. I have to weigh it. This is the dark. 2.2. We do have a sticker already for it. That's the ingredient label. Weighs 2.2, 62 grams.
Are any of them
Stick
look
that
slightly
on.
different weights?
Some of them are, but pretty much the same.
Yeah.
There you go.
And Elle, you're doing the brittle?
Yep, I'm onto peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle.
The last box.
And did you already do a bunch of other brittles then?
Yeah, I did the cashew
Oh, wow, you've been busy.
today. Yesterday I did the pecan in the 8-ounce and the 16-ounce, and then the cashew boxes, 16-ounce.
Do you have a favorite brittle?
Pecan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice. Good
Yeah.
choice, Elle.
Hopping into Easter, make sure you have everything you need for Easter. I have a list memorized. Cream eggs, chocolate bunnies, peanut butter bunny heads, jelly beans, chocolate chicks and hens, lamb pops.
Hey, wait a minute. There's no animals in here. Shoo! Shoo!